This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The time is 1:15. Here's the news edited by Catherine Pereira, read by Victor Raj. Here are the headlines of the local news. Minister Mahindanand Daluthgamaga says it is regrettable that the opposition is appearing on behalf of Ranjan Ramanayake, who made statements against the judges. JVP accuses the government that there are no rise in the market for the gazetted prices. Measures to increase the rail transport for fuel by 40%. Escaped COVID-19 patient found from Ahaliagoda. 31 persons have been taken into custody on violence of quarantine rules. Trump wishes Biden success in farewell address. Local news in detail. Minister Mahindanand Daluthgamaga says that the government cannot do anything regarding the imprisonment of Ranjan Ramanayake, who made statements against judges. He said it is sad to note that the opposition is appearing on behalf of him. He requested the opposition to prevent from propagating false information in society. More than 60 gazette notifications have been issued to provide COVID relief and tax concessions. He also said that the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has been mandated to eradicate briberies and corruptions in the country. JVP parliamentarian Anurag Kumar Dissanayake said in Parliament that there is no rise in the market for the government gazetted price. So far, 5 gazette notifications have been issued in this regard. According to the gazette issued on the 4th of November, a kilo of samba was at 94 rupees. 1 kilo of nadu for 92 rupees and a kilo of sudu kakulu was at 89 rupees. He questioned in Parliament to take into the available of rice for this price in market. Minister Udaya Gammampilla says that 28% of the rail contribution have been given for fuel transportation activities last year. At present, it has been increased up to 32%. It is also expected to increase it up to 40% in future. A discussion in this regard was held at the Ministry of Transport with the participation of Minister Gamini Lokagi and Minister Udaya Gammampilla. A committee has been appointed under the patronage of the Secretary to the Ministry on the measures to be taken in the future for the project. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Continuing with more local news, 669 COVID-infected persons have been identified from the country this morning. The National Operational Centre to Prevent the Spread of COVID-19 says that 130 cases were reported from the Colombo district, 104 from the Gampaha district, 60 from the Kurunegala district have been reported. The overall COVID cases stand in the country is 52,418. Out of these numbers, 46,593 have been recovered. Another 3 deaths were reported from the country. Therefore, the total overall death toll has been increased to 273. 269 migrants have been arrived in the country from Maldives, Qatar, Saudi Arabia and India this morning. The police spokesperson Diyajajit Rohana says the COVID-19 infected patient who escaped from the Punani Treatment Center while receiving medical care has been located from the area of Palpitia in Ahaliagoda. The 43-year-old had fled last night. He was identified as Shelton Premaratna, resident of the Ahaliagoda area. According to reports the man in question is an employee of a bakery in the Vihara Mawata Meethotamulla in Kolonnavar. It was also reported that the escapee is a drug addict. He had been detected as a positive case for the novel coronavirus through a PCR test carried out on the 13th of January. Meanwhile, the police media spokesman told the SLBC that cases have been filed against 2,500 persons for not wearing face masks. 31 persons have been taken into custody for not wearing face masks this morning. The Attorney General has advised the Secretary to the President yesterday that the U.S. Millennium Challenge Corporation MCC Compact and the Program Implementation Agreement and Article of the Association of the MCC are inconsistent with the written laws and the Constitution of Sri Lanka. A coordinating officer to the Attorney General State Council, Nishara Jayaratna, said that after considering all the observations made by the relevant government agencies and the relevant ministries and the report of the committee appointed by Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa, a series of 20-page of instructions and observances were given in writing to the Secretary to the President, Dr. P.B. Jayasundara, by the Attorney General. Prior to that, the new government also put on hold a cabinet decision taken by the former Yahapana government to sign the MCC Compact Agreement. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa assured that the government will safeguard the country's sovereignty and declared that the MCC agreement will not be signed by his administration under any circumstances. That ends local news.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Veda Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
1,000 herbal plants planting program has commenced in the vicinity of the premises or religious places under the tree planting program of the Ministry of Environment. Minister Mahinda Amravira said that at present 76 herbal plants centers have been set up in the premises of Viharas. Responsibilities will be handed over to young bhikkhus in Viharas to safeguard these plants. That ends main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Veda Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
Moving on to Watchlight, a solution was given to a request made by the principal of the Rajarata Vidyalaya in Hinguragoda within 3 hours to provide a library and to modernize the playground of this school. The principal, Venerable Girithale Sujata Thera, said that a speedy solution was received at the President's program of Gama Samaga Pilisandarak. They also stated that the army has taken measures to modernize this school playground and the library. The Thera said that the staff and the children of the school and the people in the area thanked the President and the army commander of providing these facilities to the school. That came to you on Watchlight.
World News, brought to you by courtesy of From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines first. Trump wishes Biden success in farewell address. Thai woman jailed for record 43 years for criticizing monarchy. Italy Prime Minister Conte wins crucial Senate vote to stay in power. World News in detail. U.S. President Donald Trump has wished President-elect Joe Biden administration success in his farewell address released yesterday. Trump said this week, "We inaugurate a new administration and pray for its success in keeping America safe and prosperous." Trump talked about the deadly siege of the Capitol by his supporters. He said political violence is an attack on everything we cherish as Americans. He added, "It can never be tolerated." Trump said he now prepares to hand over to a new administration at noon today. A Thai woman has been jailed for 43 years for criticizing the royal family. The country's hushed over sentence for insulting the monarchy. The former civil servant, known only as Anshan, posted audio clips from the podcast on social media. The 63-year-old said that she had simply shared the audio files and had not commented on the content. Thailand's Lese Majeste law, which forbids any insult to the monarchy, is among the strictest in the world. Italian Prime Minister Giuseppe Conte has won a crucial vote to stay in power days after former PM Matteo Renzi pulled his party out of the coalition. The vote in the Senate, 156 to 140 with 16 absentees, means, however, that Mr. Conte does not have an absolute majority in the upper chamber. Opposition parties say they plan to ask President Sergio Mattarella to intervene to force him to resign. Mr. Conte, a law professor, has led a centrist coalition since 2018. To bring to an end the world news, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Trump wishes Biden success in farewell address. Thai woman jailed for record 43 years for criticizing monarchy. Italy Prime Minister Conte wins crucial Senate vote to stay in power. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Moving on to sports news. The second and final test match between the visiting England team and Sri Lankan team will be played in Galle International Playground on Friday. England team is leading the match 1-0. Therefore, this match will be a very decisive one for Sri Lanka. Dimuth Karunaratne, who is injured, will not be participating for the match. Kusal Mendes and several other players have been removed from the squad. Lahiru Kumara, Nuwan Pradeep and Minod Bhanukar are among them. Roshan Silva will be playing for the team instead of Kusal Mendes. SLBC has made arrangements to bring live broadcast for the match. That came to you on sports news. Moving on to business news. Sugarcane cultivation is being carried out in 3,400 hectares of land in the Sevanagala area. At present, 280,000 metric tons of harvest has been sent to Sevanagala Sugar Factory for sugar production. The objective of this is to produce 19,000 metric tons of sugar. That came to you on Business News.
Economic News, courtesy of...
Congratulations on your promotion. It will be our treat, huh?
How about today?
Oh no, I was just joking.
It's fine. I have my LOLC credit card with me. Let's go out today.
Introducing LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
China's gross domestic product expanded 6.5% in the fourth quarter of 2020, beating forecasts and making the country one of the few in the world to register positive growth for the year. Year-on-year GDP growth for the final quarter beat expectations according to official data released on Monday, with the Chinese economy expanding 2.3% over the course of the full year as industrial production continued to drive the country's recovery. That came to you on Economic News.
Economic News. Courtesy of
Business deals now easy. It just takes a few taps only. Anytime, get it done, all connected. Best discounts with real time. LOLC Real Time. Now download LOLC Finance Real Time app for your LOLC savings account. Attractive interest rates, transactions anytime, anywhere with a zero cost and no benefits.
On to the weather report. The Met Department said several spells of showers will occur in northern, north central, eastern and Ubud provinces. Showers of thundershowers will occur at several places in the western and sub-Ragavan provinces and in Gaur and Mathura districts after 2 p.m. Fairly heavy fall, about 50 mm can be expected at some places. That ends the weather report. To bring to an end the afternoon news broadcast on Radio Sri Lanka, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Minister Mahinda Anandaluthgamaga says it is regrettable that the opposition is appearing on behalf of Ranjan Ramanayake, who made statements against the judges. JVP accuses the government that there is no rise in the market for gazetted prices. Measures to increase the rail transport for fuel by 40%. Escaped COVID-19 patient found from Ahaliakuda. 31 persons have been taken into custody on violation of quarantine rules. Foreign news, Trump wishes Biden success in farewell address. That ends the afternoon news broadcast on Radio Sri Lanka. The time is 31 minutes down 1 o'clock.